Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Silent X,
This is Philly X.
Confident Gamers, and we just experienced MagFest 13 for the first time.
Yes.
So we just wanted to basically come and share our impression of our experience. We only went one day.
Yes, we only share what we experienced on that first day, but we feel like we experienced enough to be able to give some feedback on what we experienced.
Yeah. So I mean, consider this our good and bad of MagFest 13.
Yes.
Real intro. All right. Where do you want to start out?
Well, let's just start from the very beginning. I mean, the location.
Location. Okay. It was held at the Gaylord Convention Center or Gaylord Hotel. What is it?
I think it's the Gaylord Convention Center.
Okay.
In Inner Harbor.
In Inner Harbor, in Maryland, and I mean, great location. Beautiful, large. I mean, for the crowds of MagFest 13.
Yeah.
It was
It
perfect.
was a good location.
Yes.
And you had a lot of choices inside and outside of the convention center for food. So it was a great location all around, especially for an event that's going to be happening 24/7.
Oh
It
yes.
never stops. So
Yeah.
there's always something for you to do.
Yeah. It started like Friday afternoon and runs through Monday afternoon. So it's going on right now, Sunday. So lots of people. Parking, I have to say, parking was great.
Yeah.
When the parking at the center was actually filled, you had enough
Three
garages
parking garages to choose from. So
within like a 3-block area. I mean, it was perfect. Even walking from the garage, we parked further away to the center. You had food places if you wanted to stop and eat. You had pubs if you wanted to stop and drink. It was great.
Yeah.
It was great. It was a nice location. Kudos.
And then the check-in process.
Oh, check-in.
If you ideally, like they say online and like anywhere, register online first.
Yes, pre-register. I mean, definitely do that. They had a cash line there. That thing was
Forever long.
yeah. So while in the line, we had people walking by and saying, "Hey, if you want to, we have some computers where you can actually go online and register." Then you just went straight into the inside area where you had the line to pick up your badge.
Yeah, because it was one line to just register and then another line to get your badge.
Yeah.
So if you registered online, you'd still have to wait in a line to get your badge, but it's better than waiting until lines.
Yeah, and then when you get inside this for the badges, that again is just a huge line. The only difference I would say, which is a big plus, is they had enough staffers working giving out the badges. So we stayed in there maybe
20, 30 minutes.
20, 30 minutes. And plus we had our DSs.
Yeah.
Street pass heaven. So it went so fast.
Yeah.
It was a breeze. So great job with that.
The next thing I would mention is the schedule. And they do mention online. They provide the schedule online ahead of time. And they did mention that they'll only have a limited amount of printed ones. So they suggest that you print your own copy if you wanted to. But then if you don't have a printer, that prints 11 by 17.
And the reason why it's 11 by 17 is
Because it's huge.
it's a huge
Not only is it
map.
4 days long, but there's so many different rooms to choose from, and in each room something's happening all the time. So it's a huge list of schedule to think about and just see, well, what do you want to do? Which is great, you have options, but then it's bad when you have 3 options that you want to do all of them. But then again, so back to the schedule, there's no schedule there available. So one, if you didn't print it off, you're kind of screwed unless you memorized it. And 2,
Well, I mean, they had the poster boards of the map,
yes, they had maps.
which was nice.
Great.
It was set up like in a Metroid style. I mean,
Yes.
real nice.
And then there was a QRC.
There was a
on
QRC,
the map
yes.
that you could scan to download their
Online map.
and have the schedule there. But 2 things with that is, one is, again, even if you did print off the schedule, only on the online version can you hover over each of the panels to see what it's about.
What the panel's about.
They have nice quirky titles, but if you don't remember what the panel exactly is about, then you don't know if you really want to go or not. And
There you go.
And online, unless you have a cool phone, you can't really hover over on a phone to see the details.
Well, I mean, you can carry your laptop there, and
I guess so.
but you can't scan QRC codes with
Yes.
laptops.
Yeah.
No?
And then also with the QRC code,
Yep.
you could scan it.
You could.
And get to it.
Yes.
However, the Wi-Fi service was horrendous.
Wait,
I mean,
was there Wi-Fi?
I'm sorry. The signal there was horrendous. Unless you were a guest of the
Hotel.
airport, you and had their Wi-Fi access.
There was no
There was no-
MagFest 13
There was no yes.
Wi-Fi.
And so if you're depending on a digital schedule, but you can't get it digitally because there's no service, there's no signal,
Screwed.
you're screwed.
Wait. We did have signal and service when we went upstairs to one of the panels,
To the
to
concert.
the concert room,
Yes.
which it was up on the upper level.
The panels though,
Yeah.
and everything else is downstairs.
So it's like the further you went downstairs, yeah, no signal.
So needless to say, there were some panels we were interested in, but we never made it to them because we didn't remember what time exactly each one of them were, which
I mean, it
rooms
could be
each
our
one were,
fault,
because we
but-
assumed we would have a schedule there. So blah blah blah.
Anyway,
Anyways.
moving on.
The first things once we got our badges and checked in, the first thing we experienced was the arcade room.
Holy crap. The arcade room was, perfect flow. Pre-registration, you pick up your badge, you head into this, it was like this, picture the arcades of old. It was noisy, it was crowded, dark, and just music pumping, arcades. I don't think we saw an arcade machine that was not occupied.
And we're not talking like 15
No.
lined up. We're talking hundreds of them all around the room.
It was huge.
Every arcade game, not console, what do they call it?
No,
Arcade
the
game.
standard, yeah.
Standard
Arcade
unit.
stand-
I mean,
standard
every
units.
game you can think of, they had it there. It was amazing.
I loved it. But like that got me hyped to say, wow, okay, I'm on board. Let's do this. Let's see what else is there. And we just walked.
Yeah.
And there were crowds of people around like different arcade games.
Everybody's waiting.
Everybody waiting their turn. It was a blast. It was a blast.
And then the next hall over was the
Vendors.
vendors. And the
Another great
merchandise.
place.
Great place.
Wow.
Because, it was like geekdom there. Everything geek, gaming oriented, you would find in there. It was very creative. All of the stuff that they made was amazing. And basically, if you had your own little niche, you will find something there, and
Yes.
you'll find something you would love.
Yes.
Because it was all great.
Yeah, definitely. And then from there, it flowed into the Indie Showcase.
Yes.
And that right there again,
Great games.
Great games.
Developers. It was laid out great because everybody had their own space. And there also you got some hands-on. And
Yes.
you got to meet the developers, meet and greet with them, ask them personally about the games, why, what inspired them about them. And that was great, getting that personal interaction that you don't get with the big AAA games.
Yeah. You can see VR.
Yes.
Yes.
So we'll catch up with them again.
Hopefully.
Another event.
Yeah.
But of course, it's not MagFest without the music.
It's not MagFest without the music. Holy crap, music.
Music everywhere.
Music everywhere, in the hallways, in the rooms. And the great part is, I don't think we came across any DJ setup that was pumping out music that there wasn't a crowd.
Yeah.
And people dancing and having fun.
Yes.
It was
nice the way they laid it out, where everywhere you touched, you got to experience another DJ, their music style.
Yeah.
And it was awesome.
Yeah.
And then of course they had the concert hall upstairs. We got to experience Saturday night, the two different bands that were playing there, and that was great.
Yes, it was. It was the side. Oh! Another thing. Great job with the layout of how things are. And I'm taking it like you had the music on one level, and the panels on another level across another way, so there wasn't a bleed over.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've been to, this is not a convention, this is a festival, but I've been to conventions where you did have like a panel, but in close vicinity or proximity, there is
something
loud, and it was like
it was distracting.
It was distracting.
Yeah, I felt like the panelists, you didn't get to really engage because you were distracted. I'm like, what am I listening to over here?
So, all in all, it was great.
Yeah.
Great experience.
It's definitely worth going.
It is.
I would
definitely
say
worth going.
this much: it's worth going. We definitely encourage people to attend as guests anytime. I would say as journalists and as
yes.
you know as members of the press, you know, we attend events as press, as Confident Gamers, to get the word out to you guys to attend.
Yeah, I think that's one thing. Oh, phone just fell. Phone is back.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I didn't go to school for journalism, you know. However, I think we have this passion for the video game industry, and we want to basically spread the word, promote what we can promote. One of the things is like indie games and everything like that, and just news. So when we
reached out to MagFest and said, you know, hey, we want to come, we want to support the festival and share with our readers.
Yes.
We were informed that there's no real anything for press.
And
Basically,
we said,
you pay as a regular attendee.
and you know, there are some that are like that. Hey, that's not a problem.
It's fine. But there's not even no special access for press. Oh, everything's open for everybody.
No, it wasn't open for
And
everyone.
I'm like, okay. I was very skeptical, but then when we get there, you know, when we're waiting in line for
Yes,
tickets,
you know, we have
the
our press
attendees,
badges,
you know,
our
press badge.
legitimate press pass badges,
And somebody said, oh, you guys are press. Oh, you guys have this and this.
and we said,
And
what
we're
are you
like,
talking about?
No, I was told very clearly there's nothing for press. And he's like, okay, kind of like that look on the face, like,
Like,
well,
oops, maybe I shouldn't have said something.
So we're like, just shake it up. We wait through our line, we get our badges and everything. And then
We
later
inquire
on,
about it.
yeah, when we're getting our badges, we inquire about it. Same thing, she doesn't know anything about press. It's just normal.
But you
okay.
should have this little piece.
A little piece, but I guess we ran out. I was like, so there was something for press, but they ran out. Okay.
Okay, I can deal with that. So we go on.
So we go on and you know, we share that we're press where we can.
Well, the only real place that we really said, hey, we're press and we want to be able to get closer, and was during the concert.
During the concert.
And you know, I did go, and he said, you know, I showed him my badge, and he said he looked it over, and which is fine. That's what security is supposed to do. And he said, okay, no problem. You can go up to this point, which that is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
I did my.
You don't distract the
You
concert.
don't want to distract the concert. Did my tape in, and everything like that. I saw another location that I wanted to, and I saw other photographers there, which I could only say is press. So I come around, I flash my badge again to the other security. They wave me around, and I'm doing my video with the rest, and I had somebody else come up to me, which I guess is from MagFest, and said, well, hey, you can't be up here. I said, well, I'm press. You know, I'm trying to get some footage of, you can't be up here. You need to be back
And
there.
it's like,
I'm like, wait a second. So who are they?
Yeah. So I guess they're MagFest employees, so MagFest hired them. So it's like, okay, so I guess press doesn't exist.
Press doesn't exist.
It's like either first you say there's no area that you can't get into, but then there is. And then it's like, I mean, do you want press to share about this or not? I mean,
I'm there to promote you. You know, that's what I understand if, you know, just a limited amount. That is a different scenario.
Yeah, but
that would fall on me for not being on top of it and getting my credentials in and making that deadline. Then guess what? I'm locked out.
Yeah, but we did.
However,
we reached out and we told no. So
that was only real. And that's the only real thorn in the side. Yeah, that kind of rubbed us the wrong way. But you know, by far, it was a great experience. Next year, I'm looking forward to MagFest 14.
Yeah.
Yes. If you get a chance, you know, definitely go check it out. Make sure you check out our one-on-one videos. Weirdest thing you saw at MagFest?
Weirdest thing I saw at MagFest. Oh gosh. Okay.
Weirdest thing I saw at MagFest, which was an awesome event. Table flipping for charity.
Oh yeah. That
Table
was
flipping for
definitely
charity. So great experience, definitely. MagFest 14, we're coming.
Yep.
You know, and make sure you get all the press pass stuff. I'm Silent X.
Philly
X. Confident Gamers. This was our impression of MagFest 13. And hey, real gamers keep gaming. Keep watching and following us. We'll get some special stuff coming. Alright, later.